been successful in many businesses and personal endeavors during his adult life. Much of his success can be traced back to the years he participated in Boy Scouts. He believes that the foundation for his thinking directly traces to his Scouts experience, and he wants you to travel back in time with him. Please help me welcome Jim Gagliardi.
Has this ever happened to you? You're on the speaking schedule with Toastmasters. It's a week, maybe a week and a half, if you're lucky, Vicki. And you say to yourself, I'm going to speak about this. And you start thinking about the resources that you might need. You might even jot down a few Roman numerals, topics. And then you set it aside. And you get busy. Day before Toastmasters, you go, oh my God, I've got to give a speech tomorrow. I've got to develop something. I haven't even written it out. Has that ever happened to you? I'm a CC, a CL, and almost a CCB, I believe. Which means I've given about 30 speeches, and I think it's happened every time. And so it brought to mind when I was a Boy Scout. Because, you know, the motto is be prepared. So I wanted to share with you a story about Boy Scout. Troop 51, Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Every year we would go to the Berkshire Mountains in October and climb Slide Mountain, which was the tallest mountain in the Berkshires. It's about a 4-hour drive, so we all pile in the car. This case was the troop bus. Took off for the Berkshires. We get to the trailhead early in the morning. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, red leaves, yellow leaves. It's one of those crisp, cool autumn days. We're halfway up the mountain. It's about 1 o'clock, and it starts snowing. We look around, 16 boys, Mr. Seldomridge, the scoutmaster, everyone with shorts on. Be prepared. We continue on for the summit of the mountain, because on the summit is a small lean-to, about 10 feet by 8 feet, 3-sided with a roof, concrete floor. Just a place to get out of the wind. We make it to the top about 4:15. And you know, it's late autumn, and it gets real dark about 5:30. By this time, our hands are really cold. There's about 2 inches of snow on the ground. And Mr. Seldomridge gathers the troop together and says, okay, guys, we got to get a fire built because everybody's cold. Get your hatchets, and let's get some wood. Everybody does a double take. Not one hatchet out of 17 scouts. Be prepared. My hands were so cold that the best I could do was kind of kick through the snow on the top of that mountain looking for some dead wood, and I had to pick it up with my forearms and carry it over to the fire. I mean, my hands were really cold after hiking for 3 hours. Try as we did, we put a fire together. But I don't think you really call it a fire because I never did see any flame. It was kind of like a smoke event. And now it's pitch dark. It's still snowing. And you know, when you have a 45-pound pack on, you don't bring a big flashlight. You bring a little pen light. So just imagine all these Boy Scouts on the top of a mountain and it's snowing, in shorts, with little pen lights, and a smoke fire going. Well, my good friend, Glenn Mathieson and his brother, they were camping with us, next tent to us. And Glenn brought chicken in aluminum foil. He had that chicken in the fire for about an hour and a half. And finally he made the announcement, I'm so hungry, I'm going to eat that chicken. And we said, Glenn, don't do that. You can't eat raw chicken. You're going to get sick. He rips that thing out of the fire, opens it up, and like a caveman, rips out that chicken and eats it. I said, Glenn, you are asking for it. He goes, I don't care, I'm so hungry. So when you're that cold and it's dark, you go to bed early. So we all went to bed early. About 2 o'clock, I pop my head out of the tent and look over, and I can see Glenn Matheson's tent had collapsed.
Oh, no.
And all you saw were the feet, the body, the head, then his brother, the feet, the body, the head, 4 inches of snow over the top of him. Another hour later, I hear him yell, I gotta get out of this tent. So I look out of the tent, and it looks like someone's under a blanket, struggling. He's like, I can't find the zipper. Be prepared. Well, you know, when you're camping and you're cold, you get up early. What else is there to do? The whole troop's up at 5:30. We tried to make another fire. It really wasn't successful. It was worse than before. The wood was just as wetter. No hatchets. So we ate what we had, packed up our packs, hiked down the mountain, got in the van, and went home. Well, you know how it is when you get home, talk to your mom and your dad. It's just like fish stories, right? Your nose gets longer and longer. Mom, we had the greatest time. It snowed in the Berkshires. The red and the yellow and the white. It was beautiful. Be prepared. So as I think back about preparing for this speech and all the other speeches that I really wasn't that prepared or didn't feel that prepared, I think back about the events and the experiences of Boy Scouts, how it did prepare me. Because those experiences are real. Those experiences, when your hands are so cold, you remember them. And your preparation gets better. So all I say is be prepared for Toastmasters or any event in life, fellow Toastmasters.